Hey everybody, now that we've gone over some of the things on the dashboard, I want to make sure that you see exactly how to start taking calls. When you're logged in, you're ready to go, click on this drop down here in the top middle. It'll say prep work, ready, break, lunch, training, and meeting. Prep work is essentially right when you log in. You're preparing to go to work. Ready? That means you're ready to take a phone call. The dialer will start calling out, and a beep's going to come in, and somebody's going to be on the other line ready to talk with you. If you're taking a break, that's self-explanatory. You need to go to the bathroom or whatever. Taking your lunch, training and meeting. I want you guys, every time that we have a meeting, every time that we ask you to get off the phone, you can use one of these two. We'll be able to track exactly who's on the phone, who's off the phone, when, why, how, and the hours will not be counted against you. We'll understand that you were talking with a manager, you were trying to understand a little bit more about our process. So go ahead and click on training or meeting. Immediately right now, we're going to go to ready and see if we can take a call. As you can see right now, it says background dialing, top priority playlist. So there's a playlist the managers have access to. They have created. We have leads that have come in for people looking into solar. Okay, so as soon as the lead comes in, it's going to pop. You're going to see all of this information. The first thing that you will see is the script. If you're not very comfortable with taking a phone call, you can go through the script. That's fine. It will take a little while for you to be able to hold that conversation without having to go through each and every word on the script. That's okay. But it will populate their name, first, last, phone number, email if we have it, their address, where they're at. Satellite pictures will show Surprise is where I live, Surprise, Arizona. So the pictures will show exactly where we're at. So if I zoom in here, I can view my home. So we're right here. This is my home. You can zoom in. You can see that I don't have any tree shading my home. There's some the other exact models of my house. You can look and make sure that, hey, you know what? This is probably a perfect house for solar. There's some other people that have solar. This is the same model as my house. They have a lot of panels. There's really no shading over here. We don't need to worry about trees and things like that. But you can, while you're on the phone talking with these people, you need to have a conversation. If you sound like a scripted robot, they will hang up on you. They don't want to have a conversation with you if you can't hold it. So ask questions while you're on the phone with them and make it interactive. Every conversation is going to go differently. And so just be prepared for them to ask a question that you either may not know or you're not prepared for. But just like a normal person, just make sure that you have a back and forth conversation. The biggest thing that we need to be aware of in this phone call is that you're asking the questions that are here. Are you the homeowner? What's your average monthly electric bill? If they do not know, have them find out. We are not going to set the appointment without it. And this is not the utility bill. This is the electric bill. Utilities include water, sewer, and some other things. This is not utility. This is your electric bill. Depending on the area that we're calling, you will have parameters of the different electric companies that we work with, or the areas we work in with the electric companies. But ask them what their electric bill is. Do they have gas in the home? Who their electric company is. We need to make sure they're not out of area. What was the credit score last time you checked? We need to be pushing for 680. Every credit score is going to be different. There's a FICO score or credit score for your home. There's a different one for a cell phone. There's a different one for a car, a vehicle, and a different one for credit cards. So we'd like it to be around 680 or higher. As long as it's over 650, we can set it. 650. If it's at 648, I don't want you to set it, because what's going to happen is you're going to waste our solar salesman's time. You're going to make it so they get upset with us. We are in business to try to help people save. We're in business to try to help the solar company get in there and make a sale. If they can't make a sale, we don't make money. And if we're setting them up for failure and sending somebody that's not a 650 out or higher on their credit score, or if their electric bill is too low, we're wasting their time. And we won't get a contract again with them if this continues to happen. So make sure the average electric bill is over, at or over what we've asked, or what these solar companies asked us to be at. The credit score is at least a 650 or higher. You can confirm shading about the roof. We just went over that in the satellite view of my neighborhood. This is Surprise, Arizona. Here we are. So here's my neighborhood. There's solar just about on a lot of these homes. You zoom in and realize that solar's kind of everywhere. Look at all these homes that have solar. It's a large commodity in these neighborhoods, in these areas that we're asking about. People want it. People know they can save with it. We just need to help them understand that. So click on the satellite view. Oh, your home looks like it's great for solar. There's no trees blocking your roof. That's wonderful. It looks like you live in a great neighborhood too, or whatever it may be. Be genuine, be sincere and honest with these people. But go through your points that we have set. Make sure that in your conversation you're hitting all of these points. Home type, that means if it's a single family home, you can set it. If it's a business, you can set it, but you need to let us know that it is a business. Their mobile phone number, utility provider, that's their electric company, whether it's APS, SRP, PG&E, Con Ed, ComEd, CPS, whatever it may be. Make sure that you put this in here. Their electric bill, make sure that drop down, as soon as you start populating some of these things, it will allow you to insert the electric bill. Are you a homeowner? Yes or no. Renter, do not set any renters ever. If this is selected, get off the phone. Yes, they are a homeowner, or they are a business, and they are willing to look into, and they do own the property, they're willing to look into saving the money. And then when we set the appointment, we need to make sure all the homeowners are available. If not all of them are available, that is okay. But ultimately, we need all of the homeowners, all of the decision makers at the appointment that you set. Your full name, you're listed as the homeowner at. You go over the address of where they're at. You confirm that with them. You set the appointment. Make sure that they're going to be there, that they're going to have their electric bill in hand. Depending on their questions, the appointment's going to be between 30, 45 minutes, or even an hour or more, depending on their questions. We want to make sure that their time, they know their time is very valuable to us. But help them understand when we set the appointment that our time is very valuable too. The energy expert's going to come out, and if they forget, if they run to the grocery store, if there's something going on, that they cannot be at that appointment, to have them email or call us and let us know. The last thing we want to do is waste the solar expert's time going out to somebody's home that's not there. They may be driving an hour, sometimes even 2 hours or more, depending on the area, to get to their home. And if they're not home, that's up to 4 hours of driving a day just for the one appointment that didn't show up. That doesn't make the solar company very happy, or the solar salesman. So please make sure you ask them, is there any reason why you can't be here? Because out of respect for your time, out of respect for our time, we want to make sure that we're providing you proper numbers and that you're going to be able to be there, because we don't want to knock on an empty home. I'm sure you can understand that. Sometimes we travel pretty far to make sure that we can meet with you. And the last thing we want to do is waste your time or our time. So is there any reason why you're not going to be able to be there? Great, wonderful. We'll see you at appointed time, whatever you state the day and time is on the calendar, and then go ahead and set the appointment. Make sure that you have your electric bill in hand, or you can email it to us at operations@cleanenergy, XLEANENERGY.com. That's operations with an S, or operations at the Solar Exchange. Exchange is just spelled with an X, CHANGE, not an EX. TheSolarExchange.com. So have them email their electric bill if they can to that email. You get a bonus if you do get that electric bill sent over to us, so we can send it over to our solar company before the appointment. What that does is that allows our solar company to look exactly at their usage. They know exactly where their home is, and they can zoom in and say, okay, well, this is their usage. This is what their home looks like, and we're going to go ahead and design solar panels across their home, across their business, or whatever it may be, specific for them. So we don't come out with approximate numbers. We come out with actual numbers to help them save some money. If we can get that, you can look at a very interested person and a person that's probably willing to buy. We had a sale today because we received an electric bill from somebody that allowed us to go out prepared, ready for any objections, gave us some ammunition to go out there and say, hey, you know what? This is exactly what we can save you. We don't have to create some numbers right there on the fly with them. They can come out and show exactly how the design's going to look, and depending on their usage, how many panels they're going to need, and where they can put them. Because some people might just need a few panels over here, and these guys obviously needed an extra 3 panels over here, so they got an extra 3. Not a big deal, but in the grand scheme of things, it is a big deal, because they need to have their electricity, their production, offset with their consumption. So if you can get that electric bill emailed over, and you'll get a bonus for that if it closes. And yeah, so this is my neighborhood. Obviously, there's a lot of solar panels. We're in a really good market, you guys, and we're able to save people a lot of money by looking into solar. So please make sure that you're getting that electric bill, and if at all possible, have them email it to us at operations@cleanenergy or operations@the Solar Exchange.